It is Monday, October the 10th, 2022. I am James. You are you. We are here, and judging from that Addams Family knockoff copyright-free music, it is officially the scariest night of the year. Of course, we're talking about Thanksgiving Monday. Doesn't get any spookier than that. Ooh, will the turkey put me to sleep? Will the mashed potatoes be lumpy? And will the gravy be thin? Of course, it's Canadian Thanksgiving, not to be confused with Thanksgiving, also known as American Thanksgiving. Right here, right now, the lesser of the Thanksgivings. The pigskin is not being thrown around. There is no Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Canadian Thanksgiving kind of comes and goes like one of those very airy farts. No pomp, no circumstance. There's no Black Friday tomorrow. Canada would be Black Tuesday. I don't feel comfortable saying that. But this is where we are. We're in the Great White North, the inferiority complex with every holiday no greater than Canadian Thanksgiving, but in the ways in which Canadian media doesn't really bring you any Thanksgiving Day programming, because again, in the States, you got football games courtesy of the NFL. You got the Thanksgiving Day parade on ABC, NBC. You've got so much going on. Paula Dean's Family Thanksgiving, Michael Bublé Thanksgiving concert. Happy Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown. We don't have that here. We don't have The Talk Thanksgiving. We don't have, what was that show with those two guys, Charles and Steve? One of them is no longer with us, unfortunately. This is the only Canadian Thanksgiving special, and this is a smorgasbord. It's a menu of guests. Much later on, making his return for the first time in a long time, it is the one and the only Andy Assaf. Not to be outdone, another return tonight, the vivacious Racquel Belmonte. Don't know why I said that. I don't know why, but she's dabbing off screen right now. Before we get our first guest on the air, we're going to bring in tonight's side piece, as I've been referring to him as. Please welcome the one and only, wearing a turkey hat, Dave Kaufman.
Hey, James.
Dave, happy Canadian Thanksgiving.
Right back at you, James. It's exciting stuff.
It's very exciting. Now, did you celebrate today? You celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving?
In my own special way, sure.
And what special way would that be?
I spent some time with my family, a little bit. We went to Baton Rouge for dinner.
Yeah.
Which
well,
is
I think you're leaving out another special person you spent time with today.
Oh, that's right. I spent times with none other than friend of the show, James McGee.
Yeah, I'm a friend of the At Home with James show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met you at a little breakfast restaurant. I had a coffee. I had a cinnamon bun. Both pretty subpar.
Well, my food was great. I had a nice Gravlax bagel, which is a traditional Thanksgiving.
You're still celebrating Yom Kippur.
Yeah, well, you don't eat on Yom Kippur, so I'm making up for lost meals.
All right, so you're celebrating Yom Kippur and the lost meals on Canadian Thanksgiving.
That's right. Absolutely.
Now, Dave, are you traditionally a Canadian Thanksgiving enthusiast?
Normally, my mom will make a turkey, but she is traveling. They're in Europe right now, so
fun.
No turkey for me.
All right, now, are you saddened at the fact that you won't be having a Canadian Thanksgiving turkey?
Maybe a little bit. I didn't think about it until right now, but it would have been nice to have a little turkey.
Yeah, a little turkey never hurt the old dog.
Exactly. I would have been a bit fuller right now.
All right, well, let's see what we can do about that. Maybe you and me go out for a midnight snack after the show.
Ooh.
You pick me up and you pay.
A Thanksgiving countdown.
Yeah, Thanksgiving countdown to Thanksgiving late night snacks. Dave, be remiss if I didn't mention that we started the show off with our traditional October-only scary theme music because, of course, we began our Halloween programming last week. It's a bit of a break tonight, but in a shocking turn of events, breaking news right here, right now, special surprise Tuesday episode tomorrow night, back to the Halloween goodness.
We're announcing it live, a limited edition Tuesday night episode.
Yeah.
Collect it while you can. come hang out on a little Thanksgiving hangover episode.
Valentine's Day
Valentine's
hangover.
Day preview
You sure you ain't
episode.
full of tryptophan or anything like that?
Oh, I wish. I wish I had a couple of tryptophans and a nice glass of wine down my gullet, but no, I'm stone cold sober right now.
Well, that's nice to see. You're doing the job and you're doing the show as sober as it comes. But tomorrow night it's Halloween home movies where we go through a series of bizarre commercials, 800 numbers, anything and everything to do with the witchiest time of the year.
I can't wait.
So if you're out there and you liked our Radio Shack retrospective, which feels like ages ago, this is right up your alley.
Yeah, if you're one of the millions of people who liked our Radio Shack episodes, you're gonna be sure. You better be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, you better be sure.
You better be sure.
Well, Dave, are you ready to kick tonight's show off?
Yeah, why not?
Well, our first guest is so incredibly well dressed for a third consecutive Canadian Thanksgiving. He's here to recap his dinner. Please welcome Thomas Barnwell to the show. Thomas, welcome back, and may I say you look great.
Thanks, James. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Hey, you too.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
No
Happy
problem.
Thanksgiving to you.
Hey, thanks.
If only I'd known you didn't have turkey, I could have had you over in James's place. But,
I would have liked that.
All right, well, let's address the elephant in the room. Thomas, again, for a third consecutive year.
what are you saying? I put on weight?
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not the elephant in the room. For a third consecutive year, you invited me to your Thanksgiving dinner, and I was unable to attend.
Yeah. That's right.
Well, I just want to say that I appreciate the invitation, but I did have plans last night.
Well, I thought maybe you'd show up today, so I actually let the turkey simmer in the oven for 36 hours, and it was inedible by the time I took it out today.
Okay, so you've been cooking it for 36 hours now, Dave. You're a big time, food cooking and preparation enthusiast. It's probably too long to be cooking a turkey, right?
Food cooking and preparation enthusiast. Yeah, I guess I am a big time food cooking and preparation enthusiast. Yeah, that's a long time to cook a turkey. Although I bet you could do that sous vide style.
Yeah.
Was it sous
Well,
vide?
it doesn't really matter at this point because it all got thrown out. But
All right. So
just to go ahead, ask your little questions.
So, Dave, just to clarify, it sounds like what Thomas, and please, Thomas, correct me if I'm wrong, you cooked this turkey over the course of 36 hours because I couldn't make it last night in the hopes that I would come tonight to eat dinner.
No, I didn't cook it the entire 36 hours. I just kept it warming in the oven.
I'm just going to pause here and ask. Apparently, there's some kind of banging happening in the background. Can anybody hear that?
I don't hear any banging.
All right, let me go check something out.
All right.
Yeah, so just to deepen my humiliation, you're getting me to talk about this again for a third year about how I went to the trouble of preparing a great meal for you and you didn't show up. And I think this year was particularly bad.
Well, I will say that, we saw each other on Saturday, and I did let you know that I was unable to attend, and I'll assure you that there's nothing about this that is in a planning to embarrass you publicly.
Well, yeah, I did. I attended that little fall pagan worship festival that you put together down by the river, and that, I realized that was just another way to humiliate me.
Oh, wait, how is that a way to humiliate you? Now, Dave, you were there. We were at an autumn grill that we threw. You felt that I invited you to humiliate you.
James, you invited me, and then you said, "Oh, and by the way, bring your cooler so that people can put their drinks in there."
Yeah, okay, this is fair. I did request that you bring a cooler. That's true.
And then 15 minutes before I left the house, you said, "Oh, and bring some ice."
Wait, so let me interject here for a second. So you're purporting that James McGee, the man on this phone call,
Call?
only... Yeah, these are phone calls, right? This is the At Home with James phone call.
Yeah.
Which happens every Monday night. You think he only invited you for your cooler and some ice?
Couldn't be more wrong.
Because when I got there, James said to me, "Oh, you don't have to wait here. I'll make sure the cooler gets back to you." And so he
that's
he just wanted me to drop it off.
You know, that's interesting because right before I left my house to come to this thing, this guy, and I'm talking about James, called me and said, "Hey, can you bring some ketchup and mustard?"
Yeah, that is true. Both of these stories are true. The day of the grill, Thomas, this is true. I did ask you, would it be possible to bring a cooler? You had brought one to my birthday event. You had filled it up with ice. The reason I checked in twice is because I just wanted to be safe. I didn't want to assume that you would assume to bring ice. And I don't recall doing it in the way that you presented it as such, where I was ordering you.
Okay, well, leaving aside the fact that you think I'm the unreliable one who needs to be reminded, you know, when I dropped off the cooler, I think you were talking to Brent, and I was standing there, and I introduced myself to Brent, and then he kind of drifted away, and you said to me, "What are you doing? You're not." You said, "This guy's a big deal. You're not supposed to be talking to the guests. Just make sure everybody has ice."
This, Dave, does that sound like me?
I mean, I wouldn't have said that until you asked me to bring ketchup and mustard, but it does kind of sound like you're just inviting people for the stuff that they're bringing.
Okay, well, let's hold on. Let's back Dad ass up for a second. Now, Dave, I saw no need to bring ketchup and mustard. Friends of the show, Alex Brown and her roommate, Vance Gillis, they just decided to bring hot dogs. Now, this was a chicken grill, so why would I bring any condiments, right? So that's why I asked you, because you were going to be late. And I do want to say this, that I provided 20 drumsticks for everyone attending.
The worst part of the chicken.
That's not the worst part of the chicken.
Oh, yeah, what's worse than a drumstick?
I prefer the drumstick to the thigh.
No way, thighs are awesome.
Well, Thomas, what do you think?
I think you got me to eat poultry on your terms.
I mean, wait, hold on. What are you eating there?
It's the only thing that was edible from the meal, James.
What are you eating, a can of
cranberry sauce?
Look, I just want to say this. If I gave you any illusion that I intended on dropping by tonight, I apologize.
Illusion? It was as plain as the nose in your face.
Okay, how did I create a scenario in which you thought that I was going to come over tonight? I'm hosting this show.
James, you know you have a standing invitation. Do I have to read you the dictionary definition of standing invitation?
No, I'm aware, but this is my fault. I assumed because you were going to be on the show tonight, you would have figured that I probably wasn't going to be there.
Yeah, well, I figured now.
Okay, well, can I ask, how's the cranberry sauce?
Good. I wish there was some turkey under it.
All right, well, Dave, let me go to you. Do you think there's any way I can remedy this? Because obviously I've done Thomas a disservice. He's dressed up to eat dinner with his family, and I've sent this down the toilet. This is on me. I acknowledge it.
You know what? I'm going to also say that you also told me that you were going to come over and hang out at my place today.
Yeah, that is true.
And you never showed up. You said, "Oh, I got to sleep instead."
Yeah, that you want to know what happened? You want to know what I did?
You were tired.
Yes, I was tired.
Yeah, tired from all the fucking over your friends you've been doing.
This is breaking news. I came home and I immediately jumped in the tub and I took an Epsom salt bath and I fell asleep in the bath. That's what I did.
No, too bad you didn't sink into the water.
You know, that's how I prepared my turkey. I brined it. It was
Well, it keeps it moist. That's a good recipe. That would have been great turkey.
Not moist enough for a 36-hour heating.
Yeah. Well, we could play football with it afterwards. So.
Well, okay, so there's a silver lining here.
Brother. Yeah, silver lining.
Coming in from the chat, courtesy of legendary viewer High Score Run, they write, quote, James ruined Thanksgiving again.
Can I just mention
Yeah.
that it's put extra stress on my marriage because third year in a row, I look like the fool making this big dinner for your imaginary friend, James. I said,
Right.
no, he's a real guy. He's going to come this year. And that's it. You know, she left. I don't know.
Okay, well, is there anything I can do to remedy this to make it up to you, Thomas? You tell me. What can I do?
Thomas, well, let's figure out something you can add.
All right.
What if you ask James for $1,000?
I thought he'd had it. I'd ask him for it.
That's a good point. What can we get out of this guy?
I don't know. How are you at waxing cars?
I've never waxed one in my life.
Glad you said cars. Right?
Well, I've never waxed anything.
Not even your chest?
No, I don't wax my. Wait, you guys wax your chest?
Yeah, we wax our
but
chest.
you look like the kind of guy who does. I don't know.
No, I don't wax my chest. But apparently, Dave does.
Yeah. Gotta keep it nice and shiny for the Thanksgiving season.
Well, I'm sorry that I ruined both of your Thanksgivings. Thomas, I didn't come over for dinner. You had to throw your entire, supper out. It put a strain on your marriage. Dave, I ruined your day because you waxed your chest for nothing.
Yeah. I said to my wife, I'm going to wax my chest. James is coming over.
Okay, look.
And now I've got a hairless chest for no reason.
You could probably eat a Thanksgiving dinner off that chest.
Well, somebody else could. It'd be too hard to do it myself.
Okay, look, clearly tonight has not begun the way that I want for it to. Thomas, what about this? What if I do what I can to make it up to you? Because, of course, you're going to have American Thanksgiving next month.
Right.
Maybe, just maybe, we can make this work and I can finally accept the invitation that you graciously put out for me, because up to this point, that will be, over the course of 3 years, 6 Thanksgiving invitations.
That's right. Unless, coincidentally, you have some other fall festival at the...
It wasn't a festival. It was just friends getting together.
Friends getting together, bringing their things for your enjoyment.
Again, I brought drumsticks for everybody.
Yeah, and as Dave astutely pointed out, it's the worst part of the chicken. So.
All right, well, Dave, do you think there's anything I can do to make it up to Thomas? I've already said that I'll do what I can to make it to American Thanksgiving.
You got $1,000, James?
Well, I don't like to talk about my finances on the air.
Can you bake a pumpkin pie?
Oh, well, I've never baked a pie in my life.
What do? You don't wax? You don't bake pies?
You don't have $1,000?
I've got a very, very, very specific and small set of abilities.
Sliding into an Epsom salt bath, I guess.
Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, I did slide into it. I was feeling tired. I was feeling weakened, Yeah. I thought I deserved a little 20 minutes of relaxation.
Yeah, I guess maybe after 12 hours of cooking, I could have used an Epsom salt bath too. But...
All right, well, maybe that's one way I can make it up to you. I can run a bath for you.
Okay.
All right, so it sounds like we've got my bargaining chip. Not only have I said I'll do what I can to make it to American Thanksgiving, I've also added on an Epsom salt bath that I'll run for you.
But where is the bath going to take place? At your place?
No, I would be in your home bath.
It should be in neutral territory.
Okay, we're going to go to Dave's place. You're going to take a bath at Dave's.
And plus, he's got the waxing equipment, so...
Yeah, you're going to come out of this spotless.
We got a nice boys' day.
Yeah.
A boys' spa day.
Yeah. Dave, what do you think about that? Have I done something to redeem myself here?
I think that if you make the experience a lovely one, it will redeem yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
bring your Enya CDs so we have some.
Well, I'm glad that they'll finally get some use. I can dust them off and throw them into the player. Dave, you got a CD player I can use?
No, but I do have a record player, so if you have the Enya record, I could pop it on.
All right. So, yeah, I'll pop over to some type of local establishment to pick up an Enya vinyl. I'll say this. It feels like that we've mended the fences, Thomas.
I'm cautiously optimistic, James. I'm tired of putting myself out there and then getting.
And that's fair, right? You put on this great outfit. The tie looks great. The shirt looks pressed and ironed and clean. I just wish that I could do something to make those cranberries a little less bitter tonight.
It's very poetic, James. Save it for American Thanksgiving.
All right. Well, yeah, I'll be sure to give a speech. Thomas, any last thoughts before we call it a night on this Canadian Thanksgiving?
I can't stay mad at you, James. I forgive you.
I appreciate that. That's very gracious of you. And what I would like to do, in addition to all of the offers that I've provided in terms of going over for American Thanksgiving, running you a bath, I would like to find a way to get you whatever pie that you like, whether it be pumpkin, cherry, apple, in return for the large piece of humble pie that I've eaten tonight.
All right, don't overplay it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to run a risk of making this worse.
Yeah, okay.
Dave, any final words for Thomas tonight? We got a packed show.
I know what it's like to be slighted by this guy. Don't take it too personally. Don't offer him the world. He'll just take. So, stay strong.
Thanks, Dave. I knew I could count on you for some grounded advice.
Well, I'm glad, and I'm frankly thankful that at least you two could bond together tonight.
In our mutual dislike of you. Frustration. I shouldn't say dislike. It's
it's fair. I deserve this. It's another Canadian Thanksgiving ruined. Thomas, I hope that appearing tonight has allowed you to exercise some demons, and maybe we can turn over a new leaf starting here. And I will say thank you for the cooler and the ice on Saturday.
And I want it back.
I assure you, I'll bring it back for American Thanksgiving.
Okay.
All right, Thomas, thanks so much for being here, and have a good rest of the night and enjoy the canned cranberries.
Thank you, James. Talk to you later.
You're welcome. Thomas Barnwell, Dave, I feel like you really didn't have my back there, man.
Oh, I was just doing my part for the show.
Oh, you're just playing along?
Yeah.
All that stuff about the ketchup and the mustard, that was just a bit?
No, I mean, that happened. Everything happened, but
I just think it was a little bit out of context.
Well, it's just sometimes it's good for you to reflect on your own behavior and how it affects people.
Yeah, and that's fair. I got to say, I feel a little bad watching him eat that can of cranberries.
He'll get over it. He's a strong man.
All right. Well, we only have the strongest of men
yeah.
on this show. Speaking of strong men, it's now time to welcome our next guest, coming to us live from Canada's funniest city. Please welcome Racquel Belmonte.
That
Racquel,
could have
happy
gone
Canadian
so many
Thanksgiving.
different ways. Oh yeah, happy Canadian Thanksgiving, James. Can I share some opinions with you right
Sure.
off the bat?
Yeah.
You got roasted.
Yeah, I got roasted and toasted and alamosted. I was like a bunch of pumpkin seeds tossed into the oven.
Yeah, or like a Thanksgiving turkey. What do I know? I don't cook.
I got baked like a pie.
You
or like
got
chestnuts on one of those open fires.
Well, that's for the holidays, Dave.
Yo, well, we're in the holidays. It's same vein.
This is not the holidays.
Well, but someone's holiday. Halloween is someone's
It's Canadian
Christmas.
Thanksgiving. Raquel, did you celebrate today? Did you
No.
observe Canadian Thanksgiving?
I learned lines for an acting class, and I think that is how I'm going to observe Canadian Thanksgiving.
Okay,
from
so
now
you
on.
didn't have a baked ham or a turkey or Brussels sprouts or mashed potatoes?
I did. Okay, so I'm okay. God, where to start with this? I am newly
Start from
obsessed
the beginning.
only because you asked me to.
Yeah, in that voice as well.
I am obsessed with hot honey. Have you ever had hot honey before?
Tell me more.
It's just spicy honey. That's it. That's all it is it's
Well,
spicy
I
honey.
may have had it on pizza.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Am I being
Yeah.
loud? I really don't want to upset
Oh,
my
you're always
guys.
loud, Raquel.
Yeah, you're right. Anyways, okay, so I bought hot honey. Actually, my mom bought it for me. But anyways, I was like, what can I make with hot honey? I bought Brussels sprouts, forgetting it was Thanksgiving, forgetting, some people observe this holiday, and I roasted some. They're over there, and I'm going to eat them after.
Now, Dave, you're a food and preparation enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that meal of roasted Brussels sprouts and hot honey?
I mean, is there a main course?
Well, I was going to make pasta, but I don't know. I feel like it's not going to
Pasta and
happen.
Brussels sprouts, eh?
It's a stupid combo. Oh, I have salmon defrosting.
Oh, that's
I'll
good.
tell you what. I made some spaghetti, otherwise known as sketty, for dinner tonight.
Don't call it that. That's actually really offensive.
Made some sketty, and for the first time ever, I made garlic bread.
Oh, how did you make it? With real garlic or garlic salt?
No, I used real garlic. I used some oil, some butter. I minced some garlic. I mixed it up, and I really couldn't believe how well it turned out.
Hey, if I weren't on meds and I could get horny now, I'd say that would do it for me, but I can't. I don't get horny anymore.
Dave,
I
you
would've.
get horny anymore?
Nah.
Yeah, how are you? No, yeah, it's gone.
Finally, everyone's like me.
Oh, yeah. I feel like, James, I actually had this thought the other day, if you don't mind me sharing. I was like, wow, because we celebrated our birthdays recently,
Yep.
a month ago. and I'm like, hey, the older I get, the more I become like James. Now I hate sex. So now I'm exactly like you. And I had a hat on today, much like yours. Except mine was pink. Because I'm a girl.
James doesn't hate sex. He's involuntarily celibate.
Well, it's Canadian Thanksgiving, and I thought something fun tonight would be to talk about what we're thankful for.
Yes.
Raquel, why don't you start us off?
Okay, I have a few things right off the top of my head. So thankful that someone was like, you know what would go good with honey? Something spicy. Hot honey. I can't get enough of it. That's number one. Number two, my meds. Holy shit. It is so nice to just not want to die all the time. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, that is nice.
Another thing I'm thankful for, my beautiful giant lips. They're not real at all, but look how good they look. Hello.
Some BGLs.
I'm killing it tonight.
Now, Dave, what do you think about Raquel's BGLs?
What do you think of my BGLs, Dave?
A+, girl.
All right, Raquel, your BGLs have got an A+.
But most importantly, the thing I am most thankful for.
Yeah.
James, you might know. You might have seen my not viral tweets. What did
Yeah,
I
we've
just
all seen
say?
your non-viral treats.
My non-viral tweets. I had a bladder surgery a few days ago. That's not true. It was on Wednesday. Was that a week ago?
Yeah, it's a week ago.
I love that. I had surgery. So now I have a pacemaker that's, maybe you'll let me show it after, in my back. And
Okay.
it's connected to a nerve. And I can control my bladder now. Hold on, wait for it. From this cool phone they gave me.
Whoa, now this is very interesting that a mobile device controls your bladder.
Yeah, I have to charge my bladder every 3 weeks. This little device that they put in there, oh boy, has it made a difference yet? Not really, but I know it will.
Now, can you play Angry Birds from that thing?
Only Tetris, unfortunately. It sucks.
You can't play Fruit Ninja?
No, no. Just Tetris.
Okay,
That
so
was fun.
you've got a mechanically operated bladder.
Yes.
First and foremost, I'm so glad to hear that things went well.
Yes. Now, James and Dave, I know what you're thinking. Aren't you too young and hot to have a pacemaker in your bladder?
Well, Dave,
That's
I was
exactly
thinking
what
that.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
That's
I was
exactly.
thinking that too.
I know you guys better than anyone, and that is exactly what I gathered from this. Anyways, I know you're thinking that, and guess what? You're right. I'm like 10 years old. My bladder should work properly, but it doesn't. And now I get to. Oh, do you guys want to see all this shit? I haven't read a single instruction yet. The doctors at the hospital I went to were bullshit, so I'm winging it. I am winging it. So I have to read all my instructions.
I'll
but I have
say
all
this.
this
I don't know if that
stuff
sounds like a good idea.
to wing it.
Yeah.
This is what makes me fun and hot.
All
I don't
right,
know.
okay.
I've got a question for you.
Ask away.
Are you concerned at all, or what precautions are you taking to make sure that no one hacks
It sounds like you're asking a question of
No
someone
one
who wants to
hacks
be a
my-
millionaire.
Here's the thing, my bladder's so bad, I don't think anybody would want to hack it.
You don't think
And if
so?
they did, no, my bladder's, they might hack it and be like, I don't want it anymore. Let's unhack. I feel like I have to pee all the time. It sucks. No, well, not anymore because I have a thing.
So what's the
Anyways,
sensation like now that you've been turned into half robot?
I'm glad you asked. So every like 10 minutes, I'll get this little jolt and you kind of feel it in my butt crack and it's awesome. It's really cool. It's like, zzz, and then I go.
But what is that though? Like you don't have to pee now, but then all of a sudden, if you press a button, you'll go.
No, it'll just make it so like let's say I have to go on an airplane or
Sure.
travel for a long distance. Instead of having to pee every like 5-10 minutes, this I'll pee maybe once or twice. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. So the higher frequency. Okay, so let me get up and show you.
Okay,
I have
here we go.
I have an ice pack in.
Yep.
But wait, how low can I go?
Well, just be cautious.
Okay, fine. Ugh, this sucks. So right here, it's right here.
Yeah,
and
that's,
it's
it looks like you're pointing at your butt crack.
I am, and I want to show you my scars, but it'll just be my whole ass. Okay, so right here, on this
Yeah,
little
yeah.
spot, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 little things, and I get to control. Ow! I get to control from the phone the 4 things, and they all do
I
something
think
different.
the 4 little things.
The 4 little
Yeah,
things.
this could be a children's book.
This is why we come to the show, for the
Yeah.
ideas. Maybe that's it. Maybe we just do this from now on.
Well, to be there, my daughter already has a book about a hacked bladder.
That's fucked. Whatever.
All right, so the phone controls
Anyway.
the 4 little things.
The phone controls the 4 little things, and the 4 little things do different things. Like they do different. I have to read the manual, guys. Why are you putting me on the spot
Raquel,
like
it doesn't
that?
sound like you know a lot about this, and you really should.
I also
All
don't
I
think
know-
we're putting you on the spot because I feel like you came onto the show prepared to talk about this.
Yeah, I came in hot.
Well,
I know.
prepared might be a bit of an overstatement.
I came in and I said, I'm talking about this. But get this, guys.
Okay, we're listening.
I feel like I did a bunch of drugs, but I know that's not true. Because every doctor said no drugs. And I was like, yeah, okay. Wait, where
Okay,
was I?
well, this feels like a good time to ask Raquel, have you been off the drugs?
Well, I had an edible yesterday, but all my other drugs, the ones you famously scold me for on air, haven't done those because every doctor I've had in the last month has been like, stop that. And I've been like, okay.
Well, I would
weird.
say that I'm thankful for you, Dave.
I mean, I'm thankful. It's weird that a doctor would recommend you not doing those kinds of things.
I know. I was like, okay, you suck. That's boring.
Yeah, boring. Right,
Yeah,
James?
So how have you been finding some type of extracurricular pleasure? What have you replaced the drugs with outside of hot honey?
Well, that's the thing. I need a new thing. I
Dave,
need
you
a
have
new
any
thing.
tips for Raquel? What could Raquel do to replace drugs?
It's a good question. Normally, there's sort of 3 things that all might be helpful. Well, there's drugs, but you can't do that. Then there's sex and rock and roll.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to have sex for 6 weeks.
Okay,
So maybe
well-
in 6 weeks I can revisit.
That leaves rock and roll. Have you considered?
Yeah, Raquel, would you consider yourself much of a rocker?
Yes, yes. You
All
know,
right.
I'm gonna listen to some rock after this, and just fucking see what happens.
Now that sounds pretty
Isn't
cool.
that what
That's
they
ro-
do? Isn't that what the rockers do? Yeah,
That's I would say of all the 3, that's my favorite of the 3 is rock and roll.
yeah. No, we already established that you fucking hate sex.
Well,
We know.
involuntarily celibate.
Yeah, I love rock and roll.
I just realized involuntarily celibate
Yeah.
incel, and none of us have just said, look, I'm not perfect, okay? But guess what?
Oh,
Okay,
please.
I have so many different things happening in my brain.
Racquel, you said it earlier. You're slowly becoming me, which means you are slowly transforming into an incel.
Oh, fuck.
It's true.
That
Since you're technically involuntarily celibate right now, Racquel.
Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is At Home with James. I'm James, that's Dave, and this is Racquel the Incel.
That sounds like a wonderful cartoon. Thanks
Yeah.
for the idea.
Yeah. What would the voice of that character be, Racquel? Of course, famously, you're a voiceover artist and actor. What would Racquel the Incel sound like?
Okay. Ooh. Probably. Okay. I don't know. What do you
Try a
guys
couple
think of this
voices.
voice?
Let's workshop this.
What do you guys think of this voice? I came up with it recently. I think it's disgusting. It actually makes me sick. I did it in front of my parents when they were here, and they were like, ew. Okay, are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, mister. Hi, I'm Racquel the Incel.
It's kind of like Marilyn Monroe and Minnie Mouse.
I feel like that voice is too confident for an incel.
What about now?
Too horny. Too horny. I feel like it needs to have more defeatedness in the tone.
How about that? That was good. Something incel-y.
Yeah,
okay.
I think you have to say something that Racquel the Incel would say.
Yeah, tell us why you don't like women.
Yeah. You know, women like bad boys. They like the nice guy finishes last. And I don't finish at all.
Yeah, that feels more like you, though.
I thought that was awesome.
Hey, here's some word. Try say stuff about Chad and Stacy.
Oh, okay. Like anything?
Yeah, like Chad and
Something that
Stacy.
would obviously be something disparaging, how they've got it made in the shade.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacey's a fucking idiot. Like, she could have had me. I'm gonna take that again.
Yeah, this feels more like an Italian wise guy.
Well, that's... My dad's an Italian wise guy. What did you think you were gonna get?
Try what you're saying, but with the original voice.
The original voice. Oh, Chad's such a big, strong man. Of course Stacy's a dumb bitch and went for him.
I am gonna lose every job I've ever had.
Or maybe,
I am gonna get fired
just
from all my
maybe,
teaching
you'll
jobs.
get hired for more jobs. All the Prime executives, the Netflix people, they'll be like, we need Racquel the Incel.
Get Racquel the Incel back.
Incels are hot these days.
Yeah.
The pig. You guys, speaking of incels, I got a secret package in the mail.
Are you thankful for it?
I don't know. I don't know who gave it to me.
What
Now,
is
as someone
it?
who's received secret packages in the mail,
Say that
I'm
again.
curious to know what you got.
Okay, I'm glad you asked. So I had surgery a week ago.
We know.
Is there a problem? I can't even get mad in a serious way. Okay, I had surgery a week ago, and
Yeah, you told us.
I'm hot. What was I talking about?
Your package.
Oh my god, that's right. Sorry, I have ADHD. Okay. So my friends got me stuff. My parents got me stuff. I have aunts that sent me stuff. Like, people sent me stuff. So I don't know who this could be from. Today, I had this Amazon box, and I was like, my toothbrush shouldn't come in today. I just ordered it. Yeah, I ordered a toothbrush today off of Amazon. It's adorable. It's yellow. Anyways, don't tell anyone I use Amazon. But
Why not?
Yeah, and you just told
Because-
everyone, and this is also an Amazon-powered website that you're on.
fuck.
Thank you, Daddy Bezos.
Yeah. Thank you,
Ew.
Dada.
Thank you, Daddy Bezos.
Anyways, long story short, I opened this care package. So there's not even, like, there's a card, but there's no name in the card. It says, best wishes for you, greeting card. Like, it literally says greeting card.
Yep.
Life is short, time is fast, no replay, no rewind. So enjoy every moment as it comes. Feels like a
Yeah,
threat.
it's a nice message.
I don't trust it. Anyways, it's got one of these guys in it.
What's that?
Sleep mask.
Sleep
Oh,
mask,
got
that's
it.
what it is. I haven't opened these, but it looks like face towels.
Okay.
A mug. Very nice mug. That's cute. It says a hug and a mug from me to you. Love that. I love that for all of us. A candle, bath bombs. I don't have a bathtub, so they must feel silly. And
Well,
2 bars.
I can't run a bath for Thomas at your place.
No, sorry, Thomas. I have a big, nice shower that works. Sometimes spiders are in it. I usually
BNS.
try and kill them. BNS.
Big,
oh,
nice
big
shower.
nice shower. Anyways, that was in there. So what do I do? I've texted
Maybe it was from
all-
an employer. You did some work, someone sent it to you. Or maybe, Dave, what do you think about the prospect of Racquel having a secret admirer?
Ooh. I
See,
think
if I
it's
like-
a secret admirer.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Maybe if I wasn't on SSRIs, I think that was so fucking cool. But now I'm like, ugh.
What does
But
that card
maybe-
say again? It sounded like a
really boring.
a hot message from a secret admirer.
You
Now
think
that's the
it's a
thing.
home
Dave thinks
hardware
it's hot.
guy?
I think it's boring.
Thank you. Yes, I
Might
deserve
be from
something
one of
more
those
interesting.
guys that wears those urban hiking shoes.
Why would I be with someone who likes urban hiking shoes?
I can
What kind of
see you
person do
ending up
think
with a
I
guy
am?
who wears cargo pants that unzip at the knees and transition into shorts. Dave, what do you think about that?
I think so.
That's
What about this as an idea? Keith
Yeah.
Urban hiking shoes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Maybe he wears Keith Urban hiking shoes, those pants that turn into shorts by way of zipper.
That's
They're cargo
disgusting.
pants. He wears a fedora, and he's got a teen son who's a nerd. And Racquel, you're his stepmom.
Is that the life you want for me?
Racquel fan fiction.
That's whoever's writing that should get shot in the face. Why?
Racquel coming in from the chat, Naive Adventures writes, Racquel, you have ADHD with hyperactivity and inattention. I just have inattention. Welcome to the club.
Thanks, Naive Adventures. I knew you'd always have my back. Yeah, sucks. This is a lot. Wait, hold on now. Hold the phone. I think you should apologize to me for saying that.
I think the guy that I've created for you sounds like a great guy. Dave, what do you think?
Let's go over his traits again.
Okay, so he is the father to a teen son who's a nerd.
Okay.
He we-
Nothing wrong
wears-
with being a father. That's
He wears Keith
admirable.
Urban hiking shoes.
Keith Urban, great musician. Hiking shoes, probably solid if he's betting his reputation on them.
Cargo
Okay.
pants that transition to shorts.
This
My
is the
dad
part-
made me buy one of those one time.
And I think he's probably got one of those short sleeve button downs that have graphic flames drawn on them.
Like an anime
He's got
shirt.
an anime shirt.
Yeah.
Like a Guy Fieri style thing? Like
But-
that?
Yeah,
kind
but
of-
there's like samurais on
Yeah,
them.
with
and stuff.
samurais. It's got animated cartoon characters on it.
I'm not having fun anymore and I'd like to leave.
I will say this.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, there was a guy in my high school who would wear those anime shirts. And one time our math teacher went up to him and went, "Hey, why you wear those stupid shirts?"
Maybe that's the guy that Racquel ends up with.
No!
And
No!
his name's Mitch.
Ugh. And it's not even short for anything. It's just Mitch.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Mitch
Cool.
Felch.
Yeah, Mitch Felch and Racquel the incel.
Ugh.
Prom king and queen.
Yeah.
No. This sucks.
Racquel,
No. Is this it? This is the end? That's how we're gonna leave? Is you bullying the only woman you have on your show off the air?
James, she's right. Let's give her 2 minutes to redeem herself.
all right.
Me?
Racquel, your
redeem-
your 2 minutes to redeem yourself start now.
There was some talk of Enya earlier. And what's that song that everyone loves so much? Fuck. Did she do sail away, sail away, sail away? This isn't fair. I'll show my ass. Compliment me. Both of you should fucking say nice shit to me right now. Say something.
Raquel.
I'll call the police.
Raquel,
Yeah, I'm listening.
you have about a minute left.
I have to pee. Say something cool. Why do I have to do this?
Now, Racquel, I'm sure
suffering.
that Dave and me could say a lot of cool stuff, but this is really your 2 minutes. You know, you said that you wanted more space as a woman, so we're providing it.
Okay, this is bullying and gaslighting at its finest. You guys need an HR. Wait, wasn't I the HR person for a brief minute? Yeah, this sucks. I've failed you all. Stop it. Well, you want to see my scars? Wait, I gotta take my ice pack out that I keep in my ass because my scar. No, I feel like you're gonna get in trouble. No, even showing the top of my underwear felt too graphic. I overdid it. I'm gonna leave myself. Actually, I went too far. I feel gross. I think I'm gonna get arrested.
Racquel, can I say something?
It depends what it's gonna be. Just tell me I'm hot or something, and
I
I'll
think
go.
I can speak for Dave when I say that we're both very thankful that you were here tonight, not only tonight, but each and every time you appear on this show.
Okay, I need to hear Dave say it too, just so I feel reassured.
Racquel, you're the hottest person on the show today by
Racquel,
far.
you're so hot.
Yes.
Your lips are bitchin' lips.
is the best night of my life.
BGLs.
And we're all happy that your surgery worked out well. We all love you.
Your underpants looked very sensible.
Yeah.
Thanks. It was a thong. It was
And,
a Calvin Klein
just-
I
thong
know.
for
I'm
winners.
aware.
Just a quick warning. You made Brussels sprouts. Those do lead to gas, so be careful in that department.
Not
Uh-oh.
great. Not great when wearing a thong.
Hey, she's not going to be on forever. That's my time. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for being here, Racquel.
Love you. Bye.
Dave,
Yeah.
maybe she's born with it.
Well, maybe it's Maybelline, though, James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave, we are so close to being done tonight's episode. How do you
Oh,
think
thank God.
2022 edition of Canadian Thanksgiving has been so far?
You know, I'm having fun. It's been a lot of raw emotions on this episode today.
Bullying.
A lot of bullying.
I got bullied, then Racquel got bullied.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a feeling that this next segment is going to lead to me getting bullied a little bit.
Well, no one knows what's about to happen, but until we bring our next guest on, it will remain a secret. So, with that said, let's welcome our next guest for the first time in a long time, first appearance since March, former, what do we call you guys? Technical directors of the show, Andy Assaf. Andy, welcome back.
The boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town.
Boys are back in town. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
I don't have a drink.
Thanks for being a friend.
Bum, bum, bum,
Bum,
bum.
bum, thank
Andy,
you,
it's so good to
bum.
see you again.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Now, I found out something recently that really shocked me. Andy, of course, you're a member of the Second City Main Stage cast.
Sure.
I've
Whoa.
only recently been made aware that you have Mondays off.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, and I have not been giving any of them to you.
Now, Dave, how do you feel about that this entire time? Maybe you could have had a replacement.
I mean, it would have been nice. One time I had to leave my kid upstairs crying by herself for a full hour.
Nice.
Now, Dave, having a kid, that feels like a 6-night-a-week job, right?
Sure, yeah, maybe 5. I like to work 5 days. I like to take
2
my
days
weekends. Yeah.
So imagine on the 2 days, you imagine on your weekend, James is like, hey, do you want to do a 2-night-in-a-row James McGee special? Where
Yeah,
you
that's the
tech
new
my
name
show?
of the show, the James McGee
The
Special.
James McGee special.
Well, I tell him to shove it where the sun don't shine.
All right, easy, fellas. Look,
Exactly.
it's not often we have Andy and Dave on this show together, and when we do, there's something that happens.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, right back at you.
I
it's
thought
the
you
ultimate-
were dead.
Trivia Showdown.
You can be my wingman anytime.
I wouldn't save you from a drowning boat of gravy.
Well, you know, I'd place a good bet on who knocked it over. So it's this kind of fun back and forth that you're missing.
Save the trash talk for the competition. Famously, you've both been known to be adversaries as part of a variety of ultimate trivia showdowns.
Yeah.
You've really done so many, and tonight we bring you back. This is a surprise. It is the ultimate Canadian Thanksgiving Trivia Showdown.
Let's fucking go, Dave. You're a piece of shit.
Oh, right back at you, you
The
fucking
bullying.
fucker.
bullying continues. Now, you both know the rules. Multiple choice questions. 3 possible answers. You use your finger
Right.
to determine
Oh, wait.
which.
Oh, we haven't revamped the rules in the last.
No, the
8
rules are
months.
the same.
Okay.
Your
so let me get
choices
this
are going to
straight.
be 1, 2, and 3.
And
You
we
have to
hide
hide your
our
choices.
which
beforehand.
Dave clearly always cheats and copies my choice, so that even if we're both wrong. But then when he's right and confident, he hides it properly. I just want that to be stated.
Yeah, well, there's been some talk of cheating and nefarious behavior.
Look, I play the game by the rules that I was made with.
There you go, Andy. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Now, are we revealing at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. How confident do you both feel about your knowledge regarding Canadian Thanksgiving?
What's the range of confidence numbers?
1 to 100.
Can I get a clear? Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
I'm this confident.
Yeah, well, I'm this confident. And you know what, James? I got a clarifying question.
Yep.
Is this specifically Canadian Thanksgiving related?
Yes.
Okay, so then my confidence has dropped to
Well,
an all-time
I think what's going to happen is what
because-
always happens is that you guys go on a real guessing spree. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into question number 1. Are you both ready?
Question
Yeah,
number run.
number
James.
Yeah,
run.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Number, give me the runs. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right.
This really turned into a roast. Question number 1.
Just like those Brussels sprouts.
Thanksgiving is a statutory holiday
Uh-oh.
in every province
Thanksgiving's about to be canceled.
except for this province. The possible answers are 1, British Columbia, 2, Prince Edward Island, or 3, Manitoba.
You're
It
asking
is a
us
statutory holiday
statutory. Okay.
in every province except for one of those 3 provinces.
I mean, Dave's a pro in knowing what statutory and which province.
Yeah. I'm well aware of the legal limits in each province.
This is the first question.
All right.
You guys are taking it into the toilet. I'm
Well.
trying to honor just a great holiday here in Canada.
When you eat
Yeah.
a turkey, James, it goes
Of
in
course.
the toilet eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you repeat just one more time, James? I'm so sorry. What the answers?
It's a
corresponding
statutory
numbers?
holiday in every province,
province
except
except
for one
for-
of these 3 provinces. BC, Prince Edward Island, or Manitoba.
So
Lock in
BC
your
is
answers
1,
now.
Prince Edward Island is 2, Manitoba is 3.
That's correct.
BC's 1. Okay, that's tough. So I don't know anything about this holiday other than there were some pilgrims. They did some shit, and then they were like happy.
That's
about
American
it.
Thanksgiving.
Well, then what are we doing here?
Well, you're going to have to tune into the rest of the quiz to find out.
All right, I'm locked in.
It looks like you're both locked in. Please reveal your answers now. Dave, you have answered Prince Edward Island. Andy, you have answered Manitoba. The point goes to Dave.
Okay. This is classic. This is
I-
classic.
I didn't think those
Dave
Green Gable
shenanigans.
sons of bitches like turkey.
So far, Dave, you're in the lead, but there's still 7 questions to go. Question number 2. Speaking of British Columbia, how many...
Great transition.
Neither of us guessed it.
Yeah, but BC was one of the possible answers.
Okay, sure. No one's ever speaking of British Columbia,
Hold
but
on.
go ahead. Not even Racquel.
Speaking of British Columbia,
Oh,
how many cranberries does BC produce on average? The possible answers are 37 million kilograms, 65 million kilograms, or 83 million kilograms. They're all millions of kilograms. Possible answers are 37, 65, and 83.
well,
Well, this one-
I know they
this
didn't
one's easier.
produce the Irish rock group.
The cranberries.
Oh. But I
Pretty good. That's
I
pretty good,
wonder
Dave.
how many berries they produced. What are the numbers?
Are craisins made in BC? Because that will affect my answer.
This has nothing to do with craisins. It's 37, 65, or 83 million kilograms. It's a lot of
37.
cranberries, any way you slice it.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
You're not
Please
even on
reveal
camera. Okay.
your answers now.
It's go big or go home. You see, Dave is classically
So you have
copying me.
both answered 83 million. That's incorrect. The answer is 37 million. Dave still in the lead with 1 point.
I could have sworn it was going to be that.
I could have sworn that last time I counted, it was okay. Well,
All right.
Yeah,
Look,
you should
Andy,
check your information sources,
Yeah.
James, because I'm pretty
Andy,
sure.
you're still very much possible to take over the lead here.
Well, not to take over the lead.
Sure, he can. He can tie
Tie
and
it.
take over.
Not in this
you're
one
only,
question.
You're only up by 1 point.
well, first it's possible to tie it, and then
Yeah,
I'll take it over.
Yes.
One thing at a time.
Fair enough. Question number 3. When was Thanksgiving considered a national holiday in Canada? The possible answers are 1865, 1879, or 1901. The first time it was considered a national holiday in Canada. 1865.
Oh, this is tough.
1879.
This does feel like some P. Trudeau the first shit,
I will say this, though, James.
but that seems too
yeah.
late.
You really dipped there on your transitions. There was
Speaking
nothing
of Canadian Thanksgiving. Oh,
Yeah.
so you're requesting a transition in each question.
I would like the previous question to lead into the next question.
Fair enough. Okay. That's great.
Yeah, speaking of provincial output versus federalist jurisdiction.
1865, 1879, or 1901.
This was easy. Wait,
Coming
this
in from
one-
the
Joe
chat,
was
high
last
score
one.
This
run
one's
says,
easy.
loser has to tech next Monday.
No, I'm already behind. I don't want
Here
to
we
take
go.
that.
Please reveal your answers now. Andy, you have answered 1901.
Yes, the
Dave,
greatest
you
year
have
of all time.
answered 1879.
Yeah.
Dave, you're correct.
What?
Dave
Was
is
this
now
even
up
a country in 1879?
2 points to Andy's 0. Andy,
God damn
I still
it.
think it's possible for you to take the lead.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it over. Let's go.
You know,
Speaking of
Yeah.
whatever the fuck we were talking about.
speaking of years, each year is comprised of 12 months. Which leads me to my next question.
Well, you know, I never thought of it
Canadian
that way.
Thanksgiving was originally celebrated in this month. The possible answers are August, September, or November. The first time it was originally celebrated in this month, August, September, or November. You're
This
both
one-
locked in. Very
This one's
quickly.
easy. This one's easy.
Let's reveal the answers now. Dave, you've answered August.
It's gotta be Sept.
Yeah.
Andy, you've answered September.
Because of that Counting Crows album.
What?
August and everything after.
The correct answer is November. The point goes to nobody.
So we were American at one point. We were just like, yeah, let's do it later.
Now, Andy, you're currently 2 points behind. We're about to hit question number 5.
That was
you
a
really
great-
have to run the board here.
That was
How
a
many
great
que-
impression of an American, though.
How many questions were next?
There is 4 questions left.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, I think you can take the lead.
I think so, too. But there's really no evidence of it because you haven't gotten one right yet.
I'm gonna get it like
That
the
is
last turkey leg at dinner,
Which famously people hate.
Turkey legs
but
are
I'm
good.
gonna get it. Well, Dave hates winning.
And James hates woman.
Yeah, I just only one though. Now, it's interesting that we're talking about the months that Thanksgiving is celebrated in
Why is that?
because Thanksgiving can't be celebrated without people to celebrate them.
That's
which leads me
true. Yeah.
to my next question. Who was the first person to celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada? The possible answers are Martin Frobisher,
Okay.
Thomas Wyndham, or Henry Strangways.
How the
first
hell would you
person
know this?
to celebrate Thanksgiving in Canada? Well, some of us are history buffs.
Yeah, maybe pick up a book once in a while, Andy.
Yeah.
Well, I did because this one's easy.
Let's go over the names again.
Martin
No, I don't need him.
Frobisher,
I don't need him. And Dave, you don't either because you don't recognize any of the names.
Thomas Wyndham, or Henry Strangways.
Was Thomas Wyndham on this show? I can't remember.
No, it was Thomas Barnwell.
Okay.
He didn't even celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving. It's my fault. Sounds like you're both locked in. Please reveal your answers now. Now, Dave, you have answered Thomas Wyndham.
Yep.
Andy, you have answered Henry Strangways. Now you're giving Dave the middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer is Martin Frobisher, who was a seaman and a privateer.
He was
Oh,
a
I bet
seaman, eh?
I bet he was a seaman.
Yeah.
Now, we've only got 3 questions to go. Andy, again, you got to run the board here. This is the first
Easy,
time
yeah,
you've
no
had
problem.
no correct answers. Dave's still sitting in first place with 2 points.
Little did Dave know that I've been perfecting this strategy over the last 8 months, which is give him the
Losing?
false
Is
confidence.
your strategy losing?
Losing for the first 3/4 of a
It's almost like a rope-a-dope.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. You're catching me by surprise, that's for sure.
You know, you can't celebrate Thanksgiving without a great meal, which often includes turkey. So, Andy and Dave, how much does the average turkey weigh?
Ooh.
Is it 10 pounds, 12 pounds, or 15 pounds?
Is this in Canada?
Yes.
Now, is this alive or frozen and dead?
Doesn't specify.
Okay, well then it's kind of hard to know.
And now is this pounds or
Yes,
or,
this is
or-
pounds.
Okay.
12 pounds, excuse
It's
me,
not
10
stone.
pounds, 12 pounds, 15 pounds. The
not-
average
It's not
turkey
10 and 12 and 15 stone.
pounds.
Easy. Easy done. Dave's doubting himself. He doesn't know what he doesn't know what it is. It's right behind him.
Please reveal your answers now.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
You've both answered 12 pounds. Correct answer is 15 pounds.
No, sorry, the background is cutting off my third finger.
Oh.
Come on, let's make this interesting.
What do you say, Dave? You want to see them 1 point? Andy, there's 2 questions left. You can tie Dave.
Is
here.
there a tiebreaker question or did you not prepare?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm confident. I'm still confident.
Let's move on to question number 7. Now, of course, this is a quiz about Thanksgiving, and we're in Canada. But guys, which of these countries was the first to celebrate Thanksgiving? Was it Canada? Was it the United States? Or was it Australia?
Are we talking statutory here?
Dave, you're the expert.
We are.
Now, keep in mind, that's a statutory holiday. But-
This is, but no, this was a genuine question. This is the first statutory holiday instilled in one
No,
of these countries.
statutory would mean that as a holiday, it is observed and days are taken off from work. It's,
Yes.
you know,
So-
it's
and
like
this is what,
St. Patrick's Day is a holiday, but there's nothing that comes with it.
it's not statutory.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But
But
people
so-
still celebrate it.
Canada, US, or Australia?
That's correct.
Now, it seems like the obvious choice would be the U.S. But I don't even know if Australia celebrates Thanksgiving.
They do.
They do.
Yes.
Well, I guess they
Does
wouldn't
you-
have a turkey. They'd have like a shrimp on the Barbie or something. Maybe a kangaroo.
Well, Andy's locked in here.
Which one's one?
Canada, the United States, or Australia?
All right. Well, okay.
Australia is one, as a number one. First one.
No, Australia was 3.
Okay.
Please reveal your answers now. Andy, you have answered Australia. Dave,
feel like Andy's
you've
gonna be
gone
right.
I
with the
changed.
United States. The correct answer is Canada.
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Did we really do it
1879 was the first Thanksgiving.
It's correct.
You know what, James? I don't normally come on this show and learn anything, but today I learned something.
How about that? Now there's one question left. Dave, you've technically won.
But should this one be worth 5 points, James? Did I hear that right?
I mean, no.
I'm sorry, chat. Are you all saying 5 points last question? 5 points.
Now, everyone knows that eating is a huge part of Thanksgiving, and you can't have a dinner without dessert, and desserts often include pumpkin pie. And of course, you can't make pumpkin pie without pumpkins.
Sure.
So, guys, what do pumpkins cure according to Thanksgiving old wives' tales?
That was a long walk to that question.
Hey, you requested segues from one question to the next.
I requested segues, not novels.
According to this Thanksgiving old wives' tale, pumpkins cure what? Is it the flu, freckles, or ticks?
I've guessed every single one of these goddamn questions. I don't know a single thing about the stupid holiday. And you're asking me a question that equally I have no idea.
Yeah, it's an old wives' tale. What?
And in which the result of which will not matter.
We don't know.
I had an aunt one time who I guess is a bit of an old wife, and she told me that pumpkins were an aphrodisiac.
Cool.
It sounded.
And I was like, "Don't talk to me about that kind of stuff."
Is she hot?
Is my aunt hot? Hell yeah, she's hot, James.
I had to stop myself from doing a callback from earlier in the segment.
Now, what do they say pumpkin and pumpkin qualities cure according to old wives' tales? The flu, freckles, or ticks?
So none of them are STDs. So Dave doesn't know.
Well, if that's the case, Andy would be eating pumpkins by the barrel.
Yeah.
I'll be eating pumpkin pie like I'm freaking Huckleberry Finn here. Yeah, I'm locked in. Easy peasy. I don't fucking.
Wait, they cure freckles? Like you can?
It's an old wives' tale.
Oh, right.
So it's all bull crap.
It could be anything. All right.
All right. Let's reveal our answers.
Oh God. Can I change mine?
You both selected ticks. You're both incorrect. The answer is freckles. Dave has won the ultimate Thanksgiving showdown. 2 points to Andy's 0.
You know, I came here because it was supposed to be like a fun hang. We were gonna have maybe some sides, and then you surprised me with this shit, Dave.
You know what?
Dave, a victory. Dave, how do you feel about your big victory?
I came here to answer questions and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of questions.
So you're gonna chew bubblegum
Yeah,
for
Dave,
the
that's
rest
the
of
final
it?
segment of the night. It's Dave reviews bubblegum.
Yeah, so I'm going to chew some bubblegum.
Dave, how do you feel about winning this ultimate Canadian Thanksgiving Trivia Showdown?
I feel pretty good about it. You know, I've been training for this moment my entire life. And,
Practicing giving guesses to things?
I want to thank my coaches. I want to thank my wife and my family, and I'd like to thank...
Don't forget your hot aunt.
I'd like to thank the
Yeah.
Olympic Committee and my smoke show of an aunt.
Andy, before
aunt.
we wrap it up tonight, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful, James, that I haven't had to endure this shit for the last 8 months. And it will probably be another 8 months until... Okay, Dave. Don't cough during my
Concession speech, yeah. Well, Andy, I want to put you on the spot, Andy. I think there's a way you could redeem yourself.
Having sex with Dave's aunt?
I mean, that's one way to do it, but everyone has sex
If
with
I,
Dave
if
Mann.
I am...
Hey.
Now, Andy, there's one way you can redeem yourself.
She's mine.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're going to accept it, Andy, but I want to throw down a challenge right now.
Double or nothing?
Well, it's a big one, and I'm gonna put you on the spot here.
I hate this. Go ahead.
Because you're an improviser.
Andy, how do you feel? And we have not rehearsed this. And just know
Okay.
if you say no, it's live on the air.
Everything on this show is made up.
Yeah, it'll never happen again.
You know what, Dave? You know what? I mean, James. I'm gonna say yes to it before you even ask the question. Let's go.
right.
Fucking
Who
double
here's seen
down.
improv before? Raise your hand.
Well, the question is, Andy, in order to redeem yourself, how do you feel about entering the 2022 pumpkin carving contest?
Oh no! Does this mean I have to go out and buy a pumpkin?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't.
I mean, I do have to walk down the street to do that.
You can just get one on Amazon.
Yeah. Order it from Lufa Farms.
Thank you, Big Daddy Bezos.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Bezos goes.
How do
to
you feel
space.
about that, Andy? Entering the pumpkin carving contest.
I guess. Is it on a Monday?
Yes, it is. It's on Halloween night.
Okay, so I might be away Halloween night.
So we're gonna have to, see if we can make this happen.
So if this can happen, I am there.
All right.
Is
We may
Dave
have just-
competing?
What's that now? Well, Dave's one of the judges, but
Okay,
Dave,
so I will be carving his aunt into
Now,
the
Dave-
pumpkin.
you could up the ante right now and enter the contest for the first time ever.
I guess I could do that, but I'm not going to.
Sounds like a coward to me.
I
mean, it's
agree.
the
I
scariest night of the
I
year.
think that
Oh.
Dave had a real opportunity to do something great for this show and bailed completely.
Oh, does it involve questions? No, I'm out.
Look, I have to tech the show. I can't
can we
carve a
pl-
pumpkin
can we
and
play
tech the show.
Trivial Pursuit instead? Come on, show where the real skill lies.
Let's put this on hold for now and see what happens. There's plenty of time until the 31st.
James, speaking of carving turkeys, I would love to see Dave carve something, a pumpkin.
Look, right now we'll have to put a button on it because it seems like things are getting out of hand. I don't want any friendships to be destroyed here. But I will say,
Come on, Dave, commit to it.
Andy, I do have to say it's been great having you back. I wish that you could have returned to more pomp and circumstance, but it just means we'll have to get you back for a part 2 of the ultimate holiday showdown between you and Dave.
James, it's been a pleasure. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It feels like we're in the middle of a pandemic right now.
All right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Andy, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.
That's Andy Assaf. Dave, you just defeated him 2-0 in a trivia contest and decided to turn away from his challenge to enter the pumpkin carving contest. Quick
Look,
thoughts?
I like to fight in a match where I know I've got an edge. I don't got an edge carving pumpkins.
Now, are you going to be on hand to be a judge that night?
Oh yeah, I'll judge. I'm great at judging people.
Well, maybe Racquel and Thomas will come back and they'll be the pumpkin carvers this year.
By the looks of, one person might be considering it on this call.
Yeah, it's the one not wearing a thong. Well, we don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Dave, that was our show. Canadian Thanksgiving 2022 in the books.
I gotta say, I liked it. It's really nice to spend the holidays
I loved it.
with some friends.
Yeah.
And I feel like we did the longest running Thanksgiving justice.
Yeah. In Canadian media. Well, Dave, that's it. And we'll be back tomorrow night for Halloween Home Movies, where me and Dave review anything that is wacky, wild, weird, and witchy. Tomorrow night, right here, live on twitch.tv/@homewithjames. Until then, that's Dave. For Andy Assaf, Racquel Belmonte.
Racquel Belmonte, like the the apple juice.
Yeah. And for Thomas Barnwell, I'm James. You are you. We were here. Good night. Goodbye.
We
Farewell.
love Racquel. We love her.
And be well.
Thanksgiving. Woo! Take your shirt off, Dave's aunt. Woo!